Hey guys, this is Brad with Tecmo Bowl versus RBI. Tecmo Bowl versus RBI.com. Find me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, etc. under that same name. Today, this video is going to be a little short one. I'm going to talk about the Indianapolis Colts offense and why it's one of the best in the game, primarily because of Eric Dickerson. Eric Dickerson is one of the fastest running backs in the game, and Indy has really unique passing playbook with the routes being all spread apart. There's a lot of spacing there, so it offsets Jack Trudeau's weak arm. So let's get into some video here. So here we're going to pause this here. This is a pitch to Dickerson, bottom half of the field. Bosa, the top defensive end for the Dolphins, unblocked. And here we go. Dickerson with the speed, cut back. Going to pick up about 11 or 12 on this carry. And so next play here, this is going to be run at Bosa. This is going to be a pitch to Dickerson up top. He's going to get in the backfield but get blocked, but there's a lot of other things that are going to happen here. So block there. Dickerson's off to the races, a few missed dive tackles, but let's pull this back a little bit so we can illustrate everything that went down here. Okay, so this guy here, sorry, let me just back up just a smidge. Watch the center right here. He's going to fire out. He's going to come find this top defensive back. There's only about 5 linemen like him in the game that are really powerful, and they can just popcorn a defender immediately. So we're going to hit the play here, and pow, popcorn there. The controlled defender, Bosa here, is tied up with a blocker. Now watch Dickerson's speed play a role here. This, I bet you, is probably the top outside linebacker. He's going to shed the block, dive at Dickerson. He's going to miss right there. Now, if Dickerson was just a titch slower diving play, and Dickerson only gains, whatever, 7 or whatever. But instead, he's off for a big gain, misdive, and he pulls away just enough to score the touchdown here. So we'll just kind of, so now that you've kind of seen everything that's happened, broken down individually, block there, popcorn there, misdive, miss. It's all about Dickerson's speed. Okay, here we're playing the San Francisco 49ers. And on this particular play, it's a run play to the top. San Francisco is called the other run play. So what happens is it offsets the run blocking scheme. Ronnie Lott here, dead to rights, tackle, should be against Dickerson, but he cuts it back on him for a pretty good size gain here. Just up, down, a little stutter step, juke move there, picks up about 7. Yeah, we'll just roll back here. So again, just keep in mind, no blockers coming for Ronnie Lott there. Just keep your eye on him. I mean, free path to him. See ya. Now here we got LA Indy. This particular play, the defender here, he's got a blocker coming for him. So has to windmill around. And what actually happened on this play? I was on defense in this particular play, and I actually played it perfectly and still gave up about 7 yards to Dickerson. So I had a blocker coming. I had to loop around out of harm's way and come from behind, making a diving tackle, getting a little assist from the unblocked computer-controlled defenders. And still gave up, 9 yards there? And then here's just kind of a classic overrun. Howie Long's pretty fast. It's a run play at the top. Tries to meet him up here. Dickerson cuts back across him. It's going to pick up some pretty good yardage right there. And Howie Long's a pretty fast defender, but still gave up a pretty good size run. All right. So defensively, when you're playing against Indy, you have to exert a lot of play calls to stop Dickerson. So while you do so, the offense is able to just kind of pick you apart in the passing game. Now, a lot of people know Jack Trudeau has the worst arm in the game, but the spacing of the routes and the timing of them sets it up so Jack can be highly successful. So here's pass 2 with Indy. Got Ronnie Lott here. This guy's going to go off screen. This one's going to run a corner post off screen. He's a tight end. He's coming down here. And Bill Brooks is about to do this out route. So I'm going to roll Jack Trudeau down here. Click, click, click. Go through my progression here. Easy pitch and catch. Brooks is going to pick up about 8 on that play. Same pass 2 here. Dwayne Board getting back in coverage. Got to protect the throw downfield to those 2 guys. And easy pitch and catch to Bill Brooks. Again, about 8 yards. So Indianapolis, Dickerson can be the big play, the home run threat, so to speak, figuratively speaking. But Indy's more of a death by 1,000 cuts offense. There's a 4th and 1. Oh, this is past 1. And let's just pull this back here a little bit. So my opponent here is Ronnie Lott and Matt Busa. I'm not sure how his name's pronounced. He's going to go deep, so he's got to respect the deep ball, the throw downfield. And so while he's doing that, I got Dickerson here sitting here in the flat, but he's a good, 7 yards from the first down marker, so I don't want to go there. Right here is Pat Beach, and here's Bill Brooks. So let's play this out. Okay, at this moment here, cursor's downfield, pulling Lott. This is a bottom outside linebacker. He's not actually covering Pat Beach. He's just there. I want to throw to Pat Beach, but I need to get him to move. So I'm going to take my quarterback, come down a couple steps. Right there. As soon as I draw him off, he's coming at me. It's safe to make that throw to Pat Beach. And he turns upfield, gets another, 5 yards or so. Let's see here. Again, this here is pass 1. Boza up top, not covered. So my opponent's got to shade him with Dwayne Board. Let's see what I do here. And I threw the defender, throw across the field to Dickerson. He turns it up for a big gain. Let's roll that back here. And at this point, I've made the decision. Anytime this guy's open, I'm going to roll down and engage this guy, throw him, let things develop for a little bit. So grapple. At this point, I know the window's open to throw to Dickerson. Fires it in there. He turns it up. Actually, I could have just kept going angle and probably picked up some more yards. Same deal here. Come down, engage him. Roll around, throw to Beach, who's all by himself. Turns it up for about a 9-yard gain. And here's that pass 2 again. Sit in the pocket, let things develop. Check down to Bill Brooks, sitting out there all by himself. Here we go, another one of these. Throw the free rushing defensive end. Easy pitch and catch to Pat Beach. Let me just show you one thing here too quickly. And this works for all the teams. Anytime your running back goes out for a pass, this is the bottom defensive end here. They always have a free rush at the quarterback anytime there's a running back going out for a route. So again, I could have thrown a Dickerson up here, but he's gonna have to run 5 yards to get where Beach is, and this guy could get up and sniper him with a diving tackle. So I do a lot of throws to Pat Beach there. And let's see what play we're in here. Oh, there's a run play to Dickerson. I'm going to just illustrate something here. Dickerson's going to kick it to the bottom. He's Dwayne Board, and he's called the top run play, so that creates a situation where a few of these defenders, even though they're normally blocked, they aren't blocked. Okay, so Board here doesn't have a blocker assigned because it's the bottom half, but this guy, there's a ton of unblocked guys here, and Dickerson's going to use his speed to sneak through for a few yards for a first down. So again, that's the power of Eric Dickerson, is his speed. You know, if a 3rd and 1, even though he's got a whole bunch of defenders unblocked, he can turn it up and make a play for get the first down. Okay, again, pass 1, Ronnie Lott's covering the deep guy here, running around, buying time, throwing to Pat Beach. Let's see what this is. Oh, this I might have illustrated this play earlier. I'm sorry if I did, but again, just for emphasis sake, Ronnie Lott got a bead on him. I mean, if he keeps going this way and Ronnie Lott keeps coming down, he's going to stop him about here at the line of scrimmage or not, shorter. A couple little cutback moves, picks up about 7 on the carry. This play, pretty hectic play here. Now this is a defense that I had not seen in this particular game. So what he did here was he picked Michael Carter from the middle of the field. Now had I run, Michael Carter's blocked either way, it would have been trouble. So what happens? Okay, we'll freeze it right here. See this dude right here? This is Ronnie Lott. He is controlled by the computer. He's covering the deep route. So that means San Francisco called the other pass play, so they got the beneficial pass coverage help. So I got Dickerson coming out of the backfield on a wheel route. Pat Beach is heading out. Bill Brooks, let me just run this forward a little bit. So this guy is out of the equation because he's got a defender on him. And so these are my 3 targets, and I got a really fast dude that's kind of going to sit here in the middle. And so at this point, the windows are small, and Trudeau has a weak arm. So I just cycle through from Dickerson back down to Beach. And the key to this play, let me explain this here. The other problem here is everybody. There we go. The cycle order. 1, 2 is Pat Beach. 3 to Dickerson. 4 to Bill Brooks. And so in the heat of the moment, you better know how many clicks. Since it zigzags, you really need to know how many clicks to go from here to there, because if you screw up, it's going to be a pick. So as you can see here, let's go from, so right here from Dickerson, I cycled around, threw down there. So there was a lot going on that play. It was kind of a precision play to not screw up the clicks and throw somewhere you didn't want to. And so we've illustrated what the defense going back and staying on the deep guy, giving up the underneath stuff. So this play here is going to illustrate what happens when you don't do that. Here comes Ronnie Lott sneaking up on the field, or on the screen, throwing a deep ball to Matt Boza. And put some jukes on. Ronnie Lott's so fast there, he almost overruns the tackle. So here's a replay of this. Okay, so at this moment, Lott's kind of up here covering this guy, Bill Brooks. So really, my only 2 options are, let's see, where'd Dickerson go? He's flashing right now. There he is. So right now, my options are Dickerson across the middle and Pat Beach. Or, yeah, ideally, I want to feed it to Dickerson here, because if Dickerson catches the ball here with his speed, Ronnie Lott's so far downfield, he can make a big play. However, right here, I see Ronnie Lott coming in, and it's just a case of taking your time, not getting impatient. As you can see, I'm going through the clicks, and as soon as I hit the top one, drop that bomb on him. I might just want to roll this back again. This was a big play. But that's what Eric Dickerson does offensively to stress the defense. Is that you start feeding it to Dickerson underneath, and you get the defense to start to cheat up. There it is. I'm going to go back to one thing here. Let me just, sorry. There was one thing I wanted to illustrate that I was not able to. Bear with me here just a moment. Actually, this here's the play I want to illustrate, because we haven't really seen it yet. Dickerson, sometimes he sits in the flat, but sometimes he comes out here. And I didn't really do a lot of this game because my opponent was typically Ronnie Lott, so he was already up here. But if I was playing the Giants and LT's the primary, this is a good time to hit Dickerson right now. Just as he's coming on that wheel route out of the backfield, you hit him, he catches the ball, accelerates up at an angle. This guy, slow guy normally, and so on this play, there's a chance Dickerson could get to the first down or at least get close to it. But, you know, as we played it out, I didn't throw there. But just so that just kind of illustrates one of the few times where it's good to hit Dickerson right there. Bam. As soon as the cursor's on him, it's go time. I could have fed him the ball there. Carter was already heading up there, so I don't know if he'd have got the first down, but that's one of my favorite ways to hit Dickerson quick instead of waiting for him to get in the middle. Now, when Dickerson is in the middle of the field, not this particular play, but if Dickerson catches the ball here and the defender's off screen way up here, you've got room to juke up. You can juke down so Dickerson can really take it to him. So let's go back to where we were. Okay, this is the play I want to illustrate. So we've been pretty flawless running the Colts offense here in this game. But here's what happens when it doesn't go so well. Boza's going deep. And so the plan is to draw Ronnie Lott deep downfield. When Dickerson gets parked here, feed him the ball, get a big play. Well, I run out of time, get sacked. So it's like, right here's the arrow on Dickerson. Too late to get him. I get sacked at 2nd and 16. Uh-oh, not good. Go back to the same play. And this time, just execute it better. Roll down, throw this guy. Not waiting so long. Blocking was a little bit better too. And Dickerson picks up about what? Looks like he picked up 8 of that. And let's just do this. So, kind of hope this illustrates the Colts offense and why they're pretty dangerous offensively is because they can just slowly control the ball, move downfield in small plays, passing plays, 5-7 yards. And eventually you're going to hit a big play. Now, keep in mind, I'm one of the best players in the world, so I've played easily over 50 games with Indy's offense in 2-player setting. So I'm as skilled with Indy as anyone is. But it just kind of illustrates how dangerous their offense is. And even if you're a novice, some of the principles you can pick up and make yourself very formidable. And so all this culminates in Indy owning the time of possession. The plays, you play bend but don't break style on defense. And it all comes together as you line up for the game-winning field goal against San Francisco. In a hard-fought game, kick is up, and it's good. And that's how you beat San Francisco with Indy. You have to play a lot of keep away, own the possession, and let Dickerson do his thing. So, all right, thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the next one.